And the Celtics looking dapper getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look your best coming into an opponent's building. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Again on the wing, he's joined by Brown. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Siakam. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. And Siakam throws it down. Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to Minnesota. Outside Tatum. Over Barnes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And it's clear that Tatum loves the mid-range, excels at recognizing when to shoot from there.
Siakam outside. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Williams' shot is off. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Siakam passes. Back to Siakam. Got a piece of it. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And so here's Toronto. There's the three. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Brogdon kicks to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. That shot wide open. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Siakam. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Smart against Van Vliet. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon on your roster.
It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown. And that's now 7 points for Jason Tatum.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Here's Siakam. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Smart passes to Williams. Tatum looking around. It's Brogdon on the wing. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
He misses the free throw.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
And that trip coming up. Missing both.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it.
Tatum no good.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Barnes passes to Van Vliet. The basket is good. The assist from Barnes. It's all knotted up.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Trent with the double team. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Brown, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Achua, he's checked in for Anunoby. And Brown drops them both. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Smart kicks to Brown. There's a screen by Williams from 18 feet away. Brown, good.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Again, Toronto.
That was just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Here they are, your North Sun Crew.
Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Warriors. Here's Achua. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Celtics. And he can't get the first one.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
He hits the second from the line. And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. The kick out to Barnes. The offensive rebound. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Brown the pass to Tatum. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Back to Tatum. Driving inside. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Stolen by Smart. Right side, Tatum. Shoots over Achua. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 9.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Van Vliet against Smart. And here is Van Vliet. He had 25 points last game. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. And that one is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Here's the pass to Achua. That gives them the lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brown the pass to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Not easy trying to compete with the toughness of Williams, especially when he's near the rim.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now here's Barnes. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Siakam. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Smart. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Trent against Brogdon. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Near the 3-point line, it's Van Vliet. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Brown. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pass to Achua. Trent outside. Siakam, a screen on Brogdon. Trent finds Siakam. He gets it in there. And that's 12 points for Siakam.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
And the shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 3.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Van Vliet up top, guarded by Smart. Achua kicks to Barnes. Pass to Trent. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, he had 18 points. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 14 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Trent. And the rejection by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Toronto calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Number 1, the Celtics.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
.135 left here in the opening quarter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
They get the rebound. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Horford. There's Williams with the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Banton's shot is off.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Tatum kicks to Williams. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2 to the middle. A nice shot by Flynn.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the pass to Tatum. Over Barnes. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to.
The previous play is under review.
Even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are drawn,
Them let a little bit more go.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. Then there's Horford. Then there's Derek White. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside Flynn. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. The Celtics also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Grant Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Tatum. Now here's White. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Boston, no good that time either. Pass to VanVleet. On the wing, Anunoby. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Brown the pass to Pritchard. And here is Horford. Celtics passing it around. Feeds to Griffin. It's intercepted. Anunoby with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. They grab their own miss. Plays it up and banks it in. And this game is tied up now.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Puts it up from 7, and it's good for 2. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's Banton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Anunoby. Raptors get it back. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Siakam. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Celtics trail by 4. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Here's Anunoby. Misses the 3. Now Smart. Knocked away. The kick out to Brown. Horford with the screen on Anunoby. Brown, the 19-footer, is on the money. Brown's got 11 points.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
To the paint. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Back to Smart. Pass to Brogdon. Fires for 3. Horford no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Boucher with a screen on Smart. Tries the spin move. Defended by Griffin. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Brown kicks to Smart. To the right side. To the inside. Here's Griffin. And it's blocked.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Boucher passes to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Smart misses. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the shot goes in. Brogdon's got 7 points in the game.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Trent against Brogdon. Brown kicks to Horford. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Celtics trail by 3. Smart on the wing. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Passes it to Van Vliet. Over Smart. And another basket for Toronto.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. Griffin sets the screen for Brown. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for OG Anunoby. Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Outside, Horford. The pass to Smart. For 3, Brogdon. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Trent can't hit. Celtics trail by 5. Brogdon the pass to Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Tatum. Drills the leaner. Tatum's got 18 points in the game.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. And Toronto making a change here. Flynn's checked in. Tatum. It's hauled in by Achua.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Siakam kicks to Flynn. Good on the 3-point shot. Flynn's got his second bucket of the night.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Tatum's shot is off, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
And Toronto making a change here. Banton's checked in. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Marcus Smart. Siakam inside, working on Williams. Siakam misses.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Tatum drives in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And that one falls for Tatum. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Celtics trail by 3. He kicks to Williams. Over in the corner, White. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Here's Siakam following the bucket by the Celtics. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Barnes looking around. Young sets a screen for Barnes. From downtown, his shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Here's Pritchard. Back to White. From deep, Williams. Benton with the rebound. Raptors leading by 4. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Young sets a screen for Barnes. With the teardrop, Young's shot is off. The Celtics shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Tatum passes to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Outside Flynn. Pass to Banton. Pass to Achua. Count that bucket. Achua's got 5. Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard passes to White. Here's Tatum. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Barnes hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Williams a screen on Barnes. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Barnes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied in Toronto. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The Celtics.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
It's the middle of all-star voting. This is when I would make my way to the top of the list. Kenny wouldn't know anything about that.
Actually, Shaq, the producers are saying that Kenny is leading the studio all-star voting. Thank you. Recount.
Yes, that's it. That's in one city. You need to count all the cities up.
And as we recap this first half of play, it's been spicy P. Pascal Siakam bringing the heat early.
Look, I got to praise what he's doing. Playing with power, dominant in the lane. Almost looks as good as how I did. Almost.
Very generous of you to heap that praise on him, big fella. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Now, look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
So he gets them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Trent outside. Siakam outside. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 17 now.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
This is it to Tatum. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You look at the Celtics. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. Of course, there's the Raptors. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And, you know, for Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Smart against Van Vliet. Williams has a screen for Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Williams against Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Robert Williams.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Outside, Smart. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Brown kicks to Brogdon. Stolen by Van Vliet. It's deflected. And here is Brown. He's got 11. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And he knocks down the first one. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And so Tatum nails them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Trent passes to Siakam. Stolen by Brogdon. Smart against Van Vliet. Brown down low. Stolen by Van Vliet. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Van Vliet looking around. And the pass to Siakam. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
At the line for Toronto.
And he sinks the second. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. The lead is 2. Brown dishes to Smart. Going inside, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And some of what Smart gives his team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Raptors trail by 3. Siakam with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Boston also with the sub. Griffin's checked in for Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brogdon leading the charge. Good. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Trent against Brogdon. Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Boucher with a screen on Smart. And again, Toronto no up. Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Horford. Brogdon looking around. And here's Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Anunoby finds Van Vliet. Down low. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Pass to Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. And the shot's good from Boucher.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Horford the pass to Brogdon. And there's the drive, and it's denied. Van Vliet against Smart. For the lead. And again, Toronto with the triple. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto. Brown kicks to Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Van Vliet. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Snatched away. Here's Van Vliet, and it's blocked by Brown.
Terrific anticipation by Brown, managing to see the shot coming and get ahead of it.
For 3, Van Vliet. The shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Smart dishes to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown, good.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
Trent outside. Anunoby with it. He has 5. Passes it to Trent. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. He's got 12.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Some changes for Toronto. Banton's checked in, and Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Boston, Grant Williams is checked in for Griffin. Derek White comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Boston leading by 3. Now the pass to Pritchard. Inside, here's Williams. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Celtics foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
OG Anunoby.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Pritchard passes to Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Banton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Flynn misses. Brown feeling it out a bit. And White kicks to Brown. Horford with the screen on Anunoby. Brown dishes to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
As a coach, you really like what Grant Williams brings. He's kind of that hybrid, a forward who can play inside or play outside.
Here's Pritchard. Dishes it to Williams. And again, Boston with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Boucher passes to Flynn. With some arc. Rebound Boston. And guys, it's been fun watching the evolution of Grant Williams.
Yeah, he's seeing more time on the floor in recent years, and the three-point shot, that's what sticks out to me. The more he shoots it, the higher percentage he seems to hit.
Raptors trail by 9. Anunoby passes to Banton. Back to Anunoby. And that time, also a missed shot. And the Celtics shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Williams passes to Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown, is at it again.
And the Raptors call time here.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And, boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
A new group in now for the Raptors. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Celtics second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Barnes finds Trent. Young, a screen on White. To halt the run. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on White. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics. The first one falls. Some changes for Boston. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And it's Jason Tatum in for Brown. Both good from the line that time. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And right now at about 85% from the line. That's up from where it was in that first half.
The Celtics have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's off on the second.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Tatum kicks to Williams. Now the Raptors moving it up. Trent passes to Flynn. Got a hand on it.
He hasn't even made 1 point yet this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Williams, a screen on Flynn. The three from Tatum. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got 38 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And stolen by Tatum. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Fires the three. A new 14 for Boston. And the slam by Williams.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Barnes after the basket by Boston. And Derek White picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And the first one drops. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Trent hits them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And this one. Pritchard passes to Tatum. The leaner. Offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Achua. Barnes kicks to VanVleet. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Williams. Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Boston on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Raptors shooting reasonably well, 45%. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Now here's Smart, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Outside, White. Williams passes to Tatum, just 4 to shoot. Smart misses.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Trent kicks to Siakam. Pass to Achua. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Achua's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. Boston leading by 9. Outside, Williams. Williams a screen. Griffin, no one around him. That one wide left.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Barnes. That shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Red Van Vliet picks one up.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. The jump hook. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Boston leading by 8. Left side, Smart. The kick out to Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brown's got 23 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Griffin against Siakam. Misses from short range. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Smart passes to Tatum. Brown against Van Vliet. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Barnes. And finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Brown finds Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
The pass to Anunoby. Now here's Barnes. Trent outside. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Griffin. Celtics leading by 14. Here's Smart. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but, Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Smart, no good on the free throw.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Horford with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Raptors trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tatum against Van Vliet. Trent outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Tatum against Siakam. Stolen away. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. Knocks it loose. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors are gone. 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Siakam. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Brown jams it in.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Now Siakam. Shot on the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. Siakam's got 25 points.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Smart passes to White. Back to Smart. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Boston. Smart, no good on the free throw.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Van Vliet, rejected by Brogdon. Smart on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Smart kicks to Brogdon. The 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors trail by 16. Anunoby passes to Siakam. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Tatum. Sweet move. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Tatum's got 44.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Van Vliet. Trent outside. Down low. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now Van Vliet, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his third foul so far. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in. Now here's Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now here's Tatum. And Williams throws it down.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Van Vliet against Smart. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Anunoby. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 17. Brown outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
And he makes the first. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. That one misses. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. It's an 18-point game. To the inside, Van Vliet. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 17 points for Fred Van Vliet. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Van Vliet. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And Van Vliet's got quick hands and even more hustle. That's the combination you need for a one-man fast break.
Brown kicks to Smart. Brogdon outside. Barnes against Tatum. No good off the back of the rim.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Boston leading by 14. Smart dishes to Tatum. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3 points.
Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
And the confidence Brogdon has in himself, it's infectious. Skilled at recognizing when to let it go.
And the Raptors call time here.
Every person in your section gets certain. It's that simple. Like your
Van Vliet against Smart. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded close. Good work defensively by Smart. Trent with the double team. For three, Brogdon. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Brogdon against Trent. Into the lane.
Celtics foul. Malcolm Brogdon. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for Toronto, Gary Trent Jr.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Boston leading by 17. Smart finds Tatum. Back to Smart. Puts up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
It's Trent on the wing. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Tatum. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Celtics. And here is Brown. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the triple. Toronto grabs the miss. Puts it up from 12. They get it back. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Tatum. Smart with the ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Malcolm, you're on a real roll right now. How do you think things are going?
I feel great. There are going to be stretches where we don't play as good a basketball than the stretches where we're playing very good basketball. So, the key is to have long stretches of good basketball, and that's what we're doing right now.
It's the best you played all season, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.